And we're live.
Can you see me?
You're frozen. Now I cannot see you. We are live. Give us a moment. We're having technical difficulties. No, you're still frozen.
Okay. Well, welcome back to another episode of Herbal Tea Thursday, y'all. It's your wellness live series with your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Giovanni, host of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast with my girl.
What up, everyone? It is Shireen, the host of Voices and Vibes and the founder of Perspective Studio Productions. And just bear with us because we were just working 1 minute. Well, Giovanni's screen was working. Mine was trying to figure some things out. As soon as we go live now, hers is trying to figure some things out. But that is how technology goes sometimes, even when everything's all plugged in. So I'm trying not to look down, but I'm trying to troubleshoot looking up. And Giovanni, can you hear me?
I can, but it's saying something about the recording error, and I'm not recording because it's not mine, right?
It should be recording on both of ours.
Okay, so it's saying recording error. Open the recording tab to learn more.
Okay, weird.
But it just says recording error in my tab.
Okay, so where is the tab?
No.
Mine actually doesn't even say recording either. So, okay, so what I could maybe if I can stop. It's not actually showing. It's saying recording in progress.
It's okay. I wonder if we even live. Are we live?
We are live.
You can see anybody there?
Yeah. Yeah, on your page. Absolutely. Yeah. So just give us a moment. Do you want us to like exit and come back in again?
No, it's okay. It's all right. I don't know.
Okay, so hold on. I actually don't know how come this is also running because
it's okay though. You got your cards?
I do. Hold on. You sure you don't want to jump out all the way out and come all the way back in?
I can try.
Yeah, try that because that might help, and I will just shuffle while we try to figure these things out. I'm trying to look up. Oh, there. Okay, so Giovanni's gone. She'll be back. Don't mind, I'm at my desk. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but we're just trying to figure it out. So it is Thursday. For us, it is, I'm sure for everybody. Oh, there we go. Not that one. We are going to do our check-in. Let's see how it goes with Giovanni coming back. But trying to look up. Oh, interesting. Just wait a minute. Oh, this is crazy. But some of these we've had before. So I'm trying to give us something new. But funny enough, the ones that keep coming up is friends related. Oh, okay. So I see Giovanni is back and I can see you, Giovanni. You're back.
All right. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So what card did you get?
10 million of them came out.
Okay. Let's just get the one.
Well, we're not picking any of those.
What you sipping on?
Actually, I'm sipping on tea.
Ooh!
In my cup.
I have some red raspberry leaf tea. Ending my menstrual cycle. Where are you at with it?
I have hibiscus rosehip tea.
Okay.
As well. So cheers. Wait, mine's up there. Cheers.
Ooh. So this is a go-to, y'all, if you're on your menstrual cycle, your period, also known as your period. Red raspberry leaf tea is really beneficial for you, for your body. All right, so what you got, Shireen?
I got one thing that is draining your energy.
One thing that is draining your energy.
Mm-hmm. What would you say that is for you?
I was typing it. One thing that is draining your energy.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's draining my energy. The heat. Man, I was in a hot classroom today. It's a little
Okay.
hot right now in the Good Vibes studio. Heat
Nice.
has a way of draining my energy. So that is where I'm at with it. And the hot tea isn't really helping. Kind of make me want to go get some ice cubes to throw in here. But it's soothing and it's calming. And I like it because, after Herbal Tea Thursday, it's time to hit the hay is what they say. But go to bed. So I like it to be calming. What's one thing draining your energy?
I'm not actually certain. I've been having headaches and I've been like tired. And I think I just need some rest. I actually think that, when you come out of Q1 and it was like draining, and now you're getting Q2 and you're doing a lot of things, and it's like, we need a break. So I feel like it's time to put a pause and take like a break. And I was even looking for like a cottage getaway. I was looking for that, but I've been having headaches even before, like tonight. I was laying down before the show, and I popped up at like 8:05. So I've just been laying down to get rid. I don't know if it's the weather. I'm not sure what's causing it, but my eyeballs are tired, and it could just be I need a break. And actually, I do have my glasses. I've been wearing my glasses lately.
That's good. Pauline checked in, and Pauline said, to tell you the truth, it's me. She's draining her own energy.
Oh, geez. I wasn't even looking at the thing here. Okay, Pauline.
Yeah. Thank you for checking in, Pauline.
Oh, Pauline. Girl. I've been meaning to call you, Miss Pauline.
Oh, my gosh.
Because
if there's anybody else on the live, make sure you drop your wellness check-in. And also, if you're catching the replay, drop it in the comments. We want to see that you came and checked out the episode, the live. We want to see how you are checking in. So let us know how you feeling. What's the vibes? How the vibes vibing?
For sure.
What's
Pauline has an amazing podcast coming out about living with MS, and she's just so wonderfully vulnerable, and it's so informative. So shout out to you, Miss Pauline.
I love it. Miss Pauline, I hope that you find using your voice, being vulnerable with your voice, your space, and your healing journey, that it's therapeutic for you, and that it allows this part of your life, just that segment of your life, that MS segment, to really be a legacy out there to the world of strength and empowerment. So shout out to you starting your podcast. Let me know if you want to come share your story on the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast, to also help get your podcast out there, your message to other people, to promote your show that's coming up, to share your healing journey as well. But love it. Thanks for tuning in and vibing with us. What up, all shoot? Make sure you check in all shoot in the chat. And also, anybody that's just now joining, we're at the part where we would love for you to connect with us on all of your platforms that you like to be social on. So please make sure you check the show notes, subscribe, like. Matter of fact, just go ahead and like it now. Like the YouTube, like the Facebook video. But if you're on Facebook, find your way over to YouTube to make sure you subscribe to both of our channels, like the video, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode, a live stream, a shorts, behind the scenes, all the good things. Y'all just come by with us with the subscribe and the like and the connection. All right, Shireen, what's your wellness win for the day? I mean, for the week since we last talked. What's your wellness win?
I've been increasing my fruit and veggie intake in the studio. Right now I'm having a little veggie snack here. It's just like a little bit of leftovers. But vegetarian, not necessarily. Yeah, there's some veggies there. And also just like eating a little bit more fruit. The fridge here at Perspective Studio Production has like some strawberries and berries, and just trying to consume a lot more water. So trying to feed my body some of that good stuff. How about yourself? What's your win?
That's a good thing. Wellness win. Since you hit the fruits, I've been doing good with my juices. I've still been consistently making my batch juice prepping for the week. So all I have to do is juice one time, and let those juices take me all the way through. Getting in 24 ounces of juice to start my day has been a win. Another win I would have to say would be today, speaking with one of my friends. And I asked her for some insight in regards to like how our conversation went. And I was, doing more development with my coaching skills.
Okay.
And so I asked for some feedback, and I asked her if she felt like I was, how did the conversation flow and go for her, and how did she experience it? How was the experience? And she definitely has seen improvement. Mm-hmm. And I also asked her in regards to like when you're coaching, you really are a thinking partner, not someone to give advice and suggestions. And she really felt like I was doing an amazing job with it all. And she felt like it was very impactful and it uplifted her spirit. So it was definitely a win for me in regards to how I'm able to show up and help people. So I love it. It was a vibe.
Awesome.
It was a vibe.
Well, I will give one more. I'll give one more there. We had just someone come in. Well, hold on, is that one? I mean, it is a win, but like, I'll keep it at my one. Let's keep it pushing.
Make sure y'all drop your wellness wins in the chat. Mm-hmm. If you're catching the replay or if you live right now with us, we want to celebrate your wellness win with you. Y'all, we winning big or small. All right, we winning big or small. A win is a win. So, Shireen, we getting into it.
Let's do it.
How are we taking care of me?
For real. Well, why don't you drop 2?
2. Dropping 2.
Okay? Or no, it doesn't have to be 2. As many as you want.
Dropping. How am I taking care of me? First, it goes back to that wellness win. Y'all, I have been consistent with my juices. Sometimes people feel like making fresh pressed juices at home is time consuming and it's draining and it's just this long process. But I have really cracked the code for myself of simplifying recipes and getting my juicing done in an hour or less. And it has been an absolute vibe. And I'm not just preparing one recipe. I'm preparing at least 2 recipes. So I have a variety to get me through the week. So that has definitely been a way that I've been taking care of myself. I've also been on like salads. We're now getting to a warmer space here. In the U.S., particularly here in Texas. And so like getting in my salads after my juice has been a vibe, not so much for my students because that black salt definitely smells like eggs because I'm getting that egg flavor without having the eggs on my salad. And they like, Miss Ford, you're going to have to leave that black salt at the house. But it's been really good. It's been really good to get in those reps. I'm excited about getting back into movement and finding movement that I feel like is aligning with me in this season and that will be beneficial. Me and Spencer have not been walking as much with the allergy changes, the weather shifting, seasons changing, the times being dark when we want to get out there. So really finding a form of movement that will be beneficial, even if it's types of breathing, and really getting in stretches, different movements, and really making sure that energy is being moved throughout me. And so that is one area that I do need to consider. What up, Crystal? What a K. So I think that's been how I've been taking care of myself and just taking it one day at a time. I got in some good rest this past weekend, but looking into more rest this weekend, but getting back to some of my systems, putting those back in place because I know we are looking for routines, and I've had scheduling my content has been a thing, and I've been consistent with that the last few weeks, but I did not get that out this past weekend. So I'm going to get onto that this week and maybe schedule for 2 weeks out, to kind of get ahead. But that's kind of been how I've been taking care of me, so to speak. So it's been good so far. Definitely areas of improvement, but I got another part that I just thought about before we started this conversation, but let us know. How are you taking care of you? A few ways that you're taking care of yourself. And if you're listening, make sure y'all drop it down too. Y'all are part of the conversation.
So for me, I think I mentioned this before, and maybe last week's show or the week before, like, oh, maybe not the week before, but um, somatic breathing. As I said, there's somebody that I follow on TikTok, and she, the more you follow and like and engage in her content, then it comes back up. But it's just been so relaxing for my nervous system. And I enjoy just seeing her, and she just starts right away. Okay, take a deep breath, inhale, and so it's always so good and so right on time. So that is one way that I have truly been enjoying. And as I mentioned, more fruit in the studio, um, and some veggie meals, but more fruit in the studio. And I don't know. I guess I've been just like cognizant of like taking naps, longer naps when needed, or just like shutting it down when needed. So yeah, I mean that's what I think. It's also maybe with the climate change, it hasn't fully changed. Like I checked the weather this weekend. Like I had to check the weather because I'm like, what's going on? My eyes are hurting. So even just wearing my glasses more frequently in front of all of the screens. I literally have like 3 screens here. Right now I'm looking down. I was trying to get it up, but it's just not up in front of me. So I'm kind of looking down. But that can be strenuous on our eyes. So I'm constantly like massaging my eyeballs and things like that to like release that tension. But just wearing my glasses is proper protocol for when I am in front of the screen. I only have astigmatism, so just doing the little things. And like you, I'm kind of like getting this urge to like really get back into movement. So I have been following. I've been doing stretches, a bit of stretches, especially
Okay.
like just small stretches, but like a little bit, with the hips and things like that. So my feed on TikTok is really about wellness. And then I think I might have mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I've been diving into trying to understand probiotics and prebiotics, and just eating, like adding those things to my menu, right? I have to go do a grocery shop, but even chlorophyll. I'm at the point where I now finally have like chlorophyll back in the house, and we even have some in the studio. So I'm a water intake.
How do you feel consuming chlorophyll? Like what's the difference? What's the difference in your body? Or do you notice a difference in your body when you do consume the chlorophyll in your water?
Yeah, I mean, I think that one thing it helps with, like, because you're digesting a lot of water, right? So one, it's a deodorizer for your body naturally.
Okay.
So things on the bottom will have a nice scent to it. But
I
for
never knew that.
me, it's like if you're eating too late, or because sometimes I will just be here and I kind of lose track of time. So by the time I think about eating dinner, it's late. Um, and I probably didn't eat much. So that chlorophyll is helping also with like the digestion with the water, and I feel like it eases things up a bit in the chest. Um, so I do feel better, and it should, because it is just like greens, right? It should increase my energy. And maybe I haven't stabilized enough because I've only had it for like about a week. So it just takes a little bit of time. But also I think like there's so many other things happening with like the weather. One day it's hot, one day it's cold. If it's too hot or if it's raining, then I'm getting headaches because of the pressure in the air. So there's a lot happening that could be impacting my body, that it still hasn't like stabilized enough, right?
Gotcha. I was just
Mhm.
asking because I know you talked about drinking chlorophyll water before. Like you've
Yeah.
done it before. So I didn't know what benefits you've seen or experienced in your own personal body by drinking chlorophyll. Not necessarily like right now, because I know
Yeah.
before you were talking about needing to get some more, and now that you got it, I know it's going to take a while to get in there, but I just didn't know. But I didn't realize that it was like a natural deodorizer.
Absolutely.
That's one thing that I just learned. And then I guess you also said it gives a boost of energy too.
Just like probably a small boost.
Okay.
But
More than juices or no?
Well, I can't. You're only getting a little, like you're only pouring in a little shot of it, so it's not going to be
Okay,
comparable to juices, right? It's almost like when people, you're not putting in a lot, and it's a liquid form, but because it's liquid form, it's getting into your system faster, right? And it is, I'm mixing mine with water, so it's diluting as well, right? But it's kind of like we have this juice place here, and when you go, you can get like smoothies or whatever, and then they have wheatgrass, right? So I can't remember if the one I have is like made out of wheatgrass, the chlorophyll, because it's just straight green. So it's similar to like consuming that, but in liquid form, right? Yeah. I feel weird because I want to look up, so I'm looking at you, but I can't actually see you when I look up, so I keep looking down. So yeah, but I'm excited for the weather change, just to be outside more, um, just to take advantage of it, right? But I can also feel like those little. It's always the little changes you can feel. You feel better in your skin, right? Yeah, I think you were saying that you didn't realize it was a deodorizer. When I first found out about it, that's how it was introduced to me on TikTok. They were saying if you like want to see a change in like your lady parts, even I think the girl was saying she was taking two things. Oh, I remember. She was taking, I believe, boric acid and chlorophyll. And taking chlorophyll, there's basically like no underarm scent. And like her lady parts were just smelling different. And I was like, what is going on? Let me find out about this. Now, the boric acid I have, but I haven't taken, right? But the chlorophyll, I got into that, and it is a natural deodorizer. But if you consume a lot of water as it is, like I mean, this show is all about wellness. So you consume a lot of water, then your urine is going to be lighter because you're consuming more water, right? So you'll see if you were not consuming a lot of water, let's say you consume a lot of juice or you consume a lot of pop or a lot of coffee, or it's like a mixture, but there's not a lot of water in there, then maybe your urine is not as clear, right? Or maybe it's like more yellow, it's more pungent, right? So chlorophyll will like flush you out in that sense, but it is a natural deodorizer, and you one of the noticeable things is like your pits if you have like a strong scent, but also depending on the food you're eating as well. So
right.
Yeah.
And it's a natural deodorizer, but also a natural detox. So it says that it also binds the toxins and heavy metals to help flush them out too. So it's a gentle plant powered cleanse. So I didn't know that. I just was looking it up as you were telling me about it.
Yeah.
And then something else that I just saw, that it really helps with reducing gas. So it helps healthy bowel movements. Of course, that goes with the detox, right? But the soothing of the gut. And reducing of gas was definitely something that I was like, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. And then it also helps with fighting inflammation. But about the energy, it says it supports red blood cell production and oxygen delivery, helping you feel more energized and clear-headed. So, but how do you, I guess I would say, and then we can kind of get off of this. Right. Is the gut.
But even before you go to gut, like remember I said indigestion, gas is not always at the bottom. Sometimes gas is at the top, right? Mm-hmm. So when you eat late, I find actually two things. I talked about this many, many months ago. You could take a shot of like olive oil, and that will help with indigestion. But you remember that, right? But the chlorophyll helps with the gas. So think about it before it even gets to the bottom, and you need to clear that. And maybe you're feeling uncomfortable in your chest. It hasn't even digested. So it hasn't even gotten to your gut as yet, but it will help with that digestion. So that indigestion and that burning, heartburn and stuff, the chlorophyll definitely helps with that.
Yeah. I like it. It sounds powerful. How do you go about, and then we can, even though this is how we're taking care of me, so it's still on topic.
It is absolutely on topic.
So how do you go about purchasing your chlorophyll? Like, what are some of the ways that you go about making the right purchase of chlorophyll?
Honestly, I took the recommendation, and I'll actually just show it to you. Hold on.
I don't know if y'all are the type of shopper that I am. Like, I'm more conscious now of what all ingredients are in things. Like, I would love to know, like, if it's just supposed to be chlorophyll, then am I looking for just pure chlorophyll? If it's certain brands, it's just so many different things that go into products these days. Like, I just like to be a more conscious shopper. The more I think about how I'm caring for myself, like what I'm putting on my body, in my body, how I treat my body. And so that's the reason why I asked that question. I don't know if anybody else is like that.
No, I think for sure, because sometimes you hear about a product, but unless you know which one to purchase, like that's why influencers influence, right? Like it is a thing. It's a whole thing. So you can you can get different chlorophyll that have things in it. This is the one I buy. The brand is Land Art. Hold on. So that's the French side. Can you see it? Can you see it like that?
Yeah, Land Art.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the branding has kind of changed. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at your health food store. This one has spearmint in it. They have other ones that have like green apple in it, so that can combine. I prefer the mint, right? So I enjoy the taste, right, of the spearmint. I've never tried any other flavor, but I have no desire to try them either. I like the mint, and if the mint
just straight mint, fresh, you do the chlorophyll mint.
Yeah, it's spearmint, and like
spearmint.
If I have my water bottle, just to show you. I just pour out a little bit and you'll just see. And it just completely changes everything. Just give it a little, and you can smell it. Like you can smell it. Give it a little shakeroo. There's not a lot of water left in this bottle, less than half. Mm-hmm. And I like the scent of peppermint, like spearmint, right? So that alone. And honestly, I do drink a lot of water. I have a lot of water bottles around me, but the taste is so good as well. And I just poured out a little bit. You see, it's like, you know how some people put, because a lot of people, especially if you're not into drinking a lot of water, you know how some people put those different flavors in the water. At least this has like no aspartame or anything. So this is a good way of consuming more water. And it's not bitter because it's spearmint, right? So, and it's not overpowering. It's subtle. It's a subtle taste. Yeah. And so it also, spearmint just leaves your mouth fresh. I don't know how the other ones taste, but again, I have not personally had any desire. But you can find this right on Amazon.
I didn't even know it came in flavors. I thought it was just straight up chlorophyll. Like I thought it was just chlorophyll. I didn't know it was chlorophyll, spearmint, chlorophyll, all the other
green
flavors.
Apple. Yeah.
I think I've seen green apple. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, green apple. And it's just like, I believe extracts of it, right? So, but it's so, spearmint is delicious. So.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. And then I kind of looked at it because I was about to say like how much is too much. But it was pretty much saying like 100 to 300 milligrams of chlorophyll is considered safe for daily use.
Yeah.
So I did look at that just to kind of like check it out.
Absolutely.
So I like that. Okay. I would definitely, I'm definitely interested. I'm with Crystal with a K. Like I'm definitely interested more into seeing what the chlorophyll vibe is like. I really love the fact that it's a detox. I really love the fact that it's a natural deodorizer.
Yeah.
But I also love that it helps fight with inflammation and it helps with bloating and digestion. Like that's my biggest one is the bloating and digestion as well as inflammation. But I'm all for things that help flush out things in your body that doesn't need to be staying dormant in your body that causes more problems. And we already know what chronic inflammation leads to: more conditions, diseases, and everything else that's not ideal.
I think that for me, I feel the reduction in the bloating, like you feel. For me, I think that's what I feel when I'm taking it as well. Like, sure, the deodorizer part, but if you consume a lot of water and depending on how you eat, your body's things are always gonna be changing. So it might do all of these things, but if you eat a bunch of fried chicken and you counter everything, then it's not doing much. Like you're counteractive to everything that you're doing. So you could be having all of the chlorophyll and water you want, but if you're eating terribly and you drink a lot of pop, or soda, like you're not
counteract
really
everything you just did. Yeah. And I'm glad that you said that, Shireen, because and it's not even just the other food you eat that is junk. So like, even if you have the 24 ounces of fresh pressed juice and then you add up and clog your arteries with all these other different things throughout the day, it definitely messes up the flow of what you were trying to do with your body to heal it, because you're now causing more harm. And it's just like, what are we doing? We're throwing water on the fire, then we're spiking the fire back up. Like, it's just water than gas. Where do you want your body to go? And you shouldn't put your body through a fight or flight. But not just food. What I wanted to add is also your distress, like how you are with your managing stress, lack of boundaries, feeling overwhelmed, anxiousness. When you have all of those emotions as well, and you're not addressing them while you're trying to eat healthy and live a healthier life, it too kind of overshadows what you're trying to do to help yourself live better, what you're trying to do to take care of yourself. So even though this is a good decision to drink the chlorophyll, drink the juice, get in the somatic breathing, if you're going to consistently stay in a high stress state, not get the proper rest, not address what's going on, like it's not going to help you as much as you think it is. And you deserve for the maximum benefits to happen. Go ahead.
But it's like saying we're trying to be perfect, and we're not going to all do everything all at once. So the little
progress over perfection, y'all.
Yeah, and the little bit helps is just like be mindful of like the stress part. Some of it is whatever's out of your control, but that's why the somatic breathing is great,
because that is in your control.
Yeah, right. So you can try to like calm your central nervous system. So you can try the extra sleep might help you with, but things are going to happen. Life is going to life. So the more you can do to kind of help you out, even though you might be in a particular situation, will help. Yeah.
Agree. Happy birthday, girl.
Ooh, hold on.
So I agree with that. I love it. I like it. I'm glad we went into the chlorophyll.
What up,
I would be interested in trying it out. It's the birthday. Y'all light it up in the chat. It's Nayetta's birthday.
Happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday,
so awesome.
Nayetta. And if you got the website, drop the website with the donation page so people can send some birthday love if you got it set up.
I love it.
All right, so we were really, y'all, just talking about how are we taking care of ourselves, ways that we're taking care of ourselves, things that we're doing, habits we're adopting that we want to keep regular because we've seen certain benefits. And that's another thing, Shireen, and anybody else that's listening, not just Shireen, but when you find things that work for you, that are beneficial, they make you feel good, it reduces your bloat, it gives you more energy, do more of those things regularly. Like lean more into those habits and those lifestyles to make it truly everything that you deserve to do and have. Like, don't stare away from it.
Be kind. Be kind. No, I just said be kind to yourself as well.
Yeah, always. Always. The more kind you are to you, the more you can be with others.
That's true. One thing is, even though I have tea today, I'm actually drinking it cold. So if now that we're going to be going into warmer weather, you can still consume your tea like cold. And my water's not cold, it's room temperature. But I have loose leaf tea. So I've just dropped a bits of this in my tea, and I actually put it in my my water bottle as well. Today I put it in the cup for the show, but it gives it a nice flavor, right? Just having that natural loose leaf tea. So you can. That's another way of consuming more water is just drinking it cold.
I love loose leaf tea. I love putting it in the little I don't know what you call the little thing.
In the little bag, the little strainer.
No, and not even the bag. It's the little, I can't ever think
the
of
ball.
You put the loose leaf in it. Not the ball. It starts at the top, and I put the little top at the bottom, and it like sits in my cup and it holds it. I don't know what it's called. I have to figure out what the name is, but whatever it is, I like the loose leaf too,
but I don't know the official
in
name.
there. It's a different vibe, but I love that you reminded the people that you can definitely have your herbal tea cold because it's good like that too. Spencer actually had an upset stomach the other week, and I know his allergies were also a vibe. But I made him some chamomile tea for his upset stomach, and then I put it in his water bowl, and I put a lot of ice cubes in it to make it cold, just so he could, really sip on it, or I should say, lick. Yeah, whatever.
He's consuming it. He's getting it in.
There you go. Over time. And I made him do that for like 2 days just to try to get it because he knew it was something different. It wasn't his regular just ice water. But I also know that for his allergies, he can get nettle tea and not just chamomile tea for when he had an upset stomach. But yeah, I think I would love to get into more of the loose leaf teas as we get into the summer and have some really good vibes. I think I had a tea. I forgot what it was called, but I was in Minneapolis at High Flora. She had some that were infused, some that wasn't. And that drink that she made had some herbal goodness in it as well, herbal goodness benefits. And it was just so good. Her drink was so good that I had there. And I think we underestimate the power of a good herbal tea. And the flavor it could still pack, because people always feel like, I don't think they always feel, but so many people are apprehensive of healthy things just because they don't know how the taste is going to be.
I feel like it's just making it a part of your just something you consume. So it doesn't have to be to always solution something, right? Like we don't always have to be in bad health, but if it's something that you consume, like I drink in my water ginger and honey tea all the time. As a matter of fact, I was saying to somebody on the weekend, because they brought a whole case here and they were sipping on it during their recordings, right? So everybody was sipping on it on their show for hours and they were like, oh, this ginger tea, it hits. But I find that same ginger tea one is great first thing in the morning when you're going to the gym. Just put a little bit, it's like the ones that are crystallized, and just put it in your water bottle. It is a great hydrator because it's ginger and honey, right? It's a great hydrator. So instead of having like a Gatorade or something like that, like I'm not going to have a coconut water going to the gym, right? Like going in, but it's great to just add to your water. And not the entire package, just a little bit for flavor, but you feel hydrated and energized because you're getting that ginger, right? As you're about to work out.
So that's your pre-workout.
Yeah, that could be your pre-workout. And even this one's not as thing. This is a good tea, but I have both the ball, like they all do the same thing. They just allow the tea to steep, the herbal tea to steep. But I have the ball, the bags, and everything. And I always forget to bring one of those things here. And I actually have bags. I bought like natural bags off of Amazon so that I could just dispose of them afterwards. And I forgot them. I never remembered to bring them to the studio. But honestly, because these are just sleeves, I just put it in the water. So you see me taking one or two out. I just put it in the water as is. It's good for you. Yeah. That's it, girly.
So I'm trying to figure out what the device was called.
I mean, it's not going to be
I know you said the T-ball.
Yeah, they have.
It's not the strainer, but it's something. I don't know what you call it.
Null. I don't know what Nayetta say. Null. I don't know what she said, but
And I fed
it
it
might
some.
be an infuser. You could also get your water bottle.
It's I've seen the infuser. It
They have
might.
the infuser, yeah. They have the, so I would kind of just, I mean, without like semantics on the name, but they have the, it's almost like I don't think it's called a steeper, but it's almost like a steeper.
That's what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
one of those things, and you just put
Yeah.
it and you just lay it into the hot water, and it allows it to steep with the loose leaf in there. Then you can take it out, and it's just that it's more of a
but
steep.
that's what, those are just like the little bags that I bought from Amazon. You just put some of your loose leaf in it, and it's a little like almost like a light paperish bag, and it just has like a little drawstring. You let it steep for a bit, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Girl, I was listen. It was either I was gonna swallow, but I think it hit my lip. So whatever works, man. But at least I'm drinking it.
Yeah, I'm with you now yet. I'm not about to be picking it all out. I don't like it. And I'm not a pulp person. I don't know. Pulp or no pulp? Y'all say it in the chat. Are you a pulp person or no pulp? I am no pulp all the way. So if I'm no pulp, don't give me no extra leaves lingering around in my teeth.
All day.
Take it out after it steams.
The pulp is the fiber. I want the fiber. If I'm buying orange juice, give me the pulp. I want that pulp.
If I wanted to eat the fruit, I eat the fruit. If I'm trying to drink the juice, I want to drink the juice. Pulp. No pulp me, baby. No pulp.
No pulp.
That's what I'm saying. No pulp in the chat.
I said pulp. Oh, shoot with me.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
It's all right. The no pulp still winning. We 3-2 right now. Let's go.
We're all winning. We're all winning. But pulp is gonna make that orange juice go down, baby. You're gonna need some water afterwards, but
even if I fresh press my orange juice, I'm still doing a strain from the Nama J2 to make sure I don't have no extra lingering.
That's different because you're juicing. That's different. Like if I'm juicing, then I don't want the pulp, right? I want to
still juicing.
No. If my juicer takes out the pulp and squeezes as much juice out of it, so that's different. But if I'm buying orange juice from the grocery store, and my kids do not like pulp, and I do not care. Pulp all day.
Sound like more team, no pulp.
Oh, look at that, Nayetta, you rich because I'm like you will get this fiber, or you will not.
Nah, that's just not even where it's at, y'all. But what I want you to do before we leave, because we all talking about how we're taking care of ourselves, I want y'all to drop one thing, one way that you're planning to take care of yourself that you're not doing right now, that you're wanting to adopt as a habit, or you're going to try to within the next week, within this month, to explore. Give us one way you plan to take care of yourself that is going to help improve your quality of life, allow you to show up a little bit better.
And it's okay if it's pulp. It will go bad before I drink it with pulp.
All the way. I will take it to school and give it to my kids before I sit around here and drink anything with pulp. I know how to give things away if it's not for me.
Kids, you heard that. It's a setup.
And they love it because they come in there every day asking for some apple juice. What else you got? And as soon as they get a swig, they go and say, well, Miss Ford, let me go get a cup. And they go get a cup and say, you need to go find the video on YouTube and drop a comment about how it tasted if you coming to get it. So they got to subscribe and they got to comment if they taste
the obligation.
And they be on it with no problems at all because they
I will say juice. That with the pulp, it's actually only with orange juice because I don't do that with other. I can't think of another juice like there's carrot juice, but I don't do that with pulp. Like the only one that I buy with pulp is orange juice. Drink my pulp.
Don't even buy it.
Orange juice and shift my mindset.
Orange juice and shifting my mindset. Let's go, all shoot. Come on with it. All right. One way all shoot is going to be taking care of her I think I
Nayera
would
said I
relax
will.
a little more. I love that, Nayera.
Yeah.
You deserve that. I honestly feel
Oh,
like
aloe.
when you get that relaxation in, your creativity is going to increase as well.
I never had aloe pulp.
Is it like
In a
the
drink.
aloe juice? I'll do that
Aloe
because
water.
that's all
Oh,
like
okay.
in
No,
there
no, aloe
already.
water. Aloe water.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
has
I
the pulp already
absolutely
in
have
it. That's
aloe
the only
pulp.
one I'll do, but I'm still kind of chewing that around. I don't like to chew my drinks like that, but
So wait, do you
I like
guys not drink oh, what is that drink with the balls?
oh, boba tea.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness. I drink that, and you could even go to this one where you can get like the mango slush, and it has the mango. Oh, heck yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they it's not necessarily like it's like the jelly, right? Absolutely.
Exactly. Okay, Lindsay, quality sleep 7 to 8 hours.
Said
Oh
no.
my goodness.
Oh my
Make sure
goodness.
you come back next week or the week after. We're gonna check in on some of these, y'all. It's April. We're gonna check in. We mid-April. So before we get into
Mhm.
May, I want to make sure we know how this has been going for us. What has been ideal. So, like with Lindsay, with your quality sleep, I'm curious. Is that going to be like aromatherapy? Are you gonna have a magnesium bath before you lay it down? Are you listening to certain frequencies? Do you have some spray that you're putting on your
On your
pillows? Like, I'm
pillow.
so excited to hear how you're going to adopt the quality sleep. You saw that. She didn't just say get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. She said
That
quality
is a
sleep,
lot. That's a
7 to
lot. That's
8.
actually a lot of sleep, right? So
Mhm.
even when you're preparing to take that much sleep, it's like, do you need to get in the bed earlier? Do you need to wrap up your work earlier? Like, how do you even prepare? And
Because we
then
talked
does
about
that,
a sleep routine before, didn't we, Shireen? We were like, we
yeah, and
want
then
some
that,
type
you
of
know, how do you
evening
get up in
routine.
the morning? Does that mean because I went to bed early and I got this great sleep, it allowed me to even be even more prepared for the morning? So because it has that trickle domino effect, right?
It
Now, yeah,
does. I'm
she's
excited to
sending
hear
those
about
kids
this.
to
So,
Georgia.
shifting mindsets with a pulpy orange juice, quality sleep, getting relaxing more, sending the kids to the big GA. I like it.
Get
I'm
that
with it.
break.
I'm with it. What you got, Shireen?
Uh, I think a little bit of movement. The weather
Mm-hmm.
is turning, and that means I need that movement. I need to get outside and enjoy some of that vitamin D as it's coming out, because that's what we've been lacking. And as a matter of fact, I was looking for a nice little cottage getaway, because even though I live by the lake, it's not the same as going somewhere else and taking a break from all of here. Yeah, yeah, shutting down. And even then you have more time to kind of like reset and plan. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm with it. The
yeah.
locks are, hey, the locks.
Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate you, birthday
Hmm.
girl. I think for me,
Thank you. Yeah, the lake is
I
awesome. I
really
love it.
want to definitely incorporate more deep breathing into my
Mm,
day.
that somatic
Starting my
breathing is no joke.
day, ending my day. I really want to do a little bit more of the deep breathing. I'm really thinking and feeling and kind of slightly really curious about going back into getting in some more juicing, like another juice feast, maybe 3 days, 5 days of juice. I want some good mental clarity. I want some creativity,
Mm,
and I also want to just give my body a rest of not having
mhm,
to think so much about food, do too much about the foods that I'm eating. So I do want to get things a little bit more simplified and really get
mhm,
into a groove, because I really am getting more excited about certain things in regards to what I'm creating and building as a part of my foundation with my business. But just with the season shifting, I really want to pursue some more juice feasting. That I really enjoyed the 3 days when I got it, and so I really want to see what my body does. And I don't even want to put days on it. I just want to, start with
juice.
one day and see
Just
how it
juice.
goes. And because I batch juice anyway, it will probably last me a little while, and just see how cravings show up. I just want to be a little bit more aware of my body.
Are
Um,
you able to go to a farm? I know I've been looking to see if I can go apple picking again. to get some of that.
Farmers markets, but not
Okay.
necessarily an actual farm itself.
Yeah, there's also, for me, it was also like just therapeutic, just being there, picking my apples. I picked them, you know what I mean, off the
That's
tree.
where we totally are different, because I'd
Oh,
rather send a message to my Instacart shopper, not
oh,
5 apples, 5 bags. I'm juicing. Thank you for your service.
oh Lord.
Like, let's get it in. Like, I do not have to go pick it up, touch it, look at it, smell it, make sure it's
For me, it's
firm
more than
before
that.
I
For me,
purchase
it's
it. Like, that's
no. For me, it's the experience. It's being in nature. I love being in nature. Like I love being in that space, being in the farm. It's open. It's fresh air. It's away from the city. So there's an experience. Even like when I say go to the cottage, it's because it's the experience. When I get
that's the
into
vacation.
it, I want to like dust off my hiking boots and just get outside. So, and even when I go like apple picking, um, I'm wearing my hiking boots. So I just feel one with nature, being out. I'm a nature girly. I love to be out there. Right. So
I think that's dope.
yeah,
I think that
absolutely.
sounds like, for me, a vacation experience. Like, I don't want to come back with shopping bags and then have to juice or prepare food after that type of experience. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
I'm
enjoy it.
down with nature and calmness, but I'm one of those ones that I like to sit down and take it back. Whether it's
Yeah.
a hammock or a chair, and like just see the
That would be the
mountains,
cottage for me.
see the
Hmm.
beach, do those
Hmm.
things, then get ready to eat and chill. But I don't necessarily have to have the boots on.
Yeah.
I can have on some socks and some slides and kick my feet on up if I
Yeah.
need to.
We all
But
consume it different. We all do it
we do.
differently.
I love it.
And
But what
just
you
because
got?
you pick it one day doesn't mean you cook it the same day. Like
I know that's right.
like let's not do too much. That's a lot of exercise and movement, just being out there. But it is the serenity of being out in nature. And I love
Big
being
on
in the open
serenity.
air.
I think that's
Yeah.
definitely something that I wish for all of us in this
Hmm.
season. As we go into quarter 2 and shifts of the season, is finding more serenity each and
Absolutely.
every day. What you got for us, Shireen? What's the
I
card
have
saying?
2 of them. So I'm going to type
Okay.
one in here. I got 2 of them. So the
Okay.
first one says future. And it says, do something that your future self will thank you for. Yeah, do something that your future self will thank you for.
That's right on point. That was our takeaway for tonight.
It
Like, one
was.
way we're going to take care of ourselves.
It was. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll get the other one in there. Get a little bit of
Oh, I
both
already
of them.
typed it. Oh, you typed the
There's
second
2
one?
of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So I knew you'd grab the first one there. So I'm just going to throw the
Gotcha.
second one in there. And this one is actually right on point too. And they kind of just like, they didn't pop out, but they stood out.
Okay.
Yeah. So give me a second.
And while Shireen is typing this in the comments, y'all, in the show notes, I definitely have some things that could support you right now with taking care of you, loving on you. So check out the show notes. Got some goodies in there for you, some good vibes of value in both my Facebook and YouTube show notes. Go ahead, Shireen. What you got?
Awesome. And then the second one is fruit.
Oh, I know better.
Right.
We've been talking about fruit, juices,
The whole
Coke, no
time.
Coke.
The
Look
whole
at
time.
this.
And this is, I think, the first time we've even seen this one. So this one
you type
says,
fruit?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Be patient with yourself. The fruit is the last thing a tree produces before you go to the farm and pick it. The fruit is the last thing the tree produces. And I think that's such a message because we're striving to do so many things. So just kind of think of yourself as the fruit. Like you're planting basically seeds, you're getting grounded, you're planting that foundation. It takes time for that foundation to grow and be strong.
And you got to get watered, got to get the sunlight. Then
all the things that we're talking about. And if you think about it, like we planted just like a tree, and that fruit, this was planted last year, right? This was already planted, and now the season's changing, and now we're fortified, we're being nurtured again. That's the sun, that's the water. And by the summertime, you see that fruit. So just be patient. And it doesn't have to be summertime, just be patient, because your fruit is the last thing that your tree will produce, which is kind of dope. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Shireen. Y'all, thank y'all for joining us. Please make sure you come back next week. If you missed the live, definitely still engage with us in the comments on the replay.
For sure.
It's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Giovanni, host of the Empire Plates, Empire Lives podcast. Signing out with my girl.
It is your girl, Shireen, and the founder of Perspective Studio Production. What? I got to take my time. And we'll see you next week.
It's not about taking your time. I just be all hype. With my girl. It's Shireen Simon.
I got to be Shireen. I'm chilling. I am chilling.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Week. But most importantly, thanks for vibing with us, y'all.
Toodaloo. And scene. Oh, it didn't end yet. Cut.